Yeah, welcome everyone to the Blue Stand once again. We're here to discuss the latest on every at least one game. Um, I think I have a good problem right now. Let me just change something. Sorry. Hold on a second. Yeah, can you hear me? I think got a problem here. Let me start again. Um, yeah, can you hear me, everyone? I think I've got a technical problem. I don't know what's happening here. Hold on a second. Yeah, sorry about that. I had to start again. Um, I think I have a technical problem. Uh, Let me use a different device. I'm afraid, yeah, something's happened. I don't know what's going on here. Uh, okay. Oh, God. Right. Yeah, sorry about that, folks. I had a technical problem. I had to use a different device. I hope everyone can hear me now. Sorry about the delay. Yeah, welcome to the Blue Stand. We're here to discuss the World Cup so far. Now every team has had a game in the group stages. Um, yes, a lot to discuss about the World Cup, plus all the Chelsea latest news. Yeah, I'm just waiting for some panelists to come on. Um, yeah, so well, I just finished watching the Brazil game. First half wasn't brilliant. Serbia really put up a fight in the first half. They defended well. They really, gave Brazil a hard time. But whatever the Brazilian manager said to them at halftime, it worked. Brazil came out a different team, really playing good football like we expect from Brazil. Great, great goals, especially Richarlison that overhead kick, brilliant goal. They hit the post, the bar, could have been more than 2-0, but great result for Brazil. And so far, what I've seen, they look the most dangerous team out of the lots. I mean, we haven't. Well, I was impressed with England, of course, 6-2 win over Iran, but England haven't faced a better opposition yet. Tomorrow they will play USA, which I still think they should win that comfortably, but it should be a more closer game than the Iran game. But it's only the group stages. When we see, the teams who eventually go to the round of 16, then we get a more idea, what's going on. And yeah, let me just welcome Certify. He's here. Yeah, welcome, Certify.
Yeah, what's up, Nick, bro?
Yeah, I can hear you. I had to change my device because it was it was lagging a lot. My lap. So I'm doing it on here now. Yeah. I was just mentioning the World Cup. I just finished watching the Brazil game.
Yeah, same.
Yeah, great second half.
Great win, man. Great second half as well.
Yeah, the Brazilian we know played. First half they tried. Neymar looks good. He looks good. Junior,
Vinicius.
Yeah, he's unbelievable. What a player! What a player! Could have been more goals in it, but the first half, Serbia really gave them a fight.
That's the thing.
Defended well. Really defended well the first half, but whatever that the Brazilian manager told the team at halftime, it works for me. They came out a different team, like the Brazil we expect. First time football one. And for me, I'll let you come in a second. For me, what I've seen so far, we've seen every single team now. That was the first time, the last game of the, not the last game, I mean, we've seen every single team play one game in the group stages. For me, Brazil looks the best, quite easily the best. England look good, but that's against Iran. Let's see what they do tomorrow against USA. I'm sure they're going to win. They do have a good team. What I've seen, Argentina, they had so many chances and they couldn't beat Saudi Arabia. But I think Argentina will come good in the end. We saw a lot of teams, getting funny results. And the African teams, really doing well. Ghana, so unlucky against Portugal as well. Very unlucky.
Yeah, I know. Canada as well.
Canada, they surprised us. It's a lot of surprises, but it's only the first game. The first games, it will show. When they start playing more games. Second games coming in. Portugal didn't look good either. I don't think they look good at all. They're lucky. I think they were very lucky to get that win against Ghana, and yeah, it's been a up and down World Cup. Well, a few new news, not many, but it hasn't got really going yet like we expect, but it will do. We got a taste of it today from the Brazil game, but it will just get better and better as it goes along. For me, yeah. What do you think about the teams so far? Who's your team? Your best teams.
For me, the teams that surprised me were England. I think England actually did very well. I can't really lie. And as much as some people don't really favor them as much, we got to say that in these opening days of the games,
Mm.
we can clearly see that England really want to win this. Do you get what I'm saying? And
Oh yeah, of
they
course.
were the team that looked convincing of
Yeah,
challengers to win the World Cup. But with the other teams, I think it's just because I think most of the teams need time to gel in. It's their first game. Let's
yeah,
just see we can judge them. Let's try and see if we can judge them in the next game. The ones that lost, like Argentina, I do think that what's it called? I do think that Argentina just need that squad to gel in. Do you get
yeah.
what I'm saying? Like
I
squad
think
hasn't gelled yet. And
now,
Saudi Arabia have been practicing for a long time. I think this. I heard the Saudi league had to close ended a bit earlier than expected because of the
yeah,
World Cup. They had time to train. Argentina didn't really have to. Most players didn't. But let's be honest, when the team first gets in their first World Cup, they're gonna be a bit shaky. They're not gonna have their best performances.
mm.
So it's a
Oh
matter of fact we see what they do when they play their next game and have a better training session. Some of them have like some players have had injuries and just came to training, so they're a bit dodgy for these type of teams that have lost in these small tournaments, the games that they should be winning. Like Argentina, I was expecting them to thrash them, but
mm. I think I lost you for a bit.
let's
Are
be
you there?
honest,
Uh,
Belgium, they were
yeah, go.
horrible. Like
Yeah, Belgium were very bad. I think the team is too old now. You see,
that's the
you
thing.
know, we
I
were.
think they need to fill their squad with young players now because
Yeah,
it's a matter of time that
they have to.
Hazard is not the player he used to be. Like
No,
I keep on saying this, like
yeah, he's not the same player. Of course,
that's the thing, and that's why I'm saying like this team, some of these players are declining from teams that you know what I'm saying, like France as well. France played very well, but in my
mm,
opinion, they have lots of injuries, so it's going to be an interesting last two games of the group, and yeah,
yeah,
and we got England playing USA tomorrow. Hopefully, we can preview that as well.
yeah, yeah. England are playing you. Yeah, of course. For me, yeah, if France, will be there, they get close. Even with the injuries they got, they still have players. They still have great players. They have the best in Mbappe, best in the world right now. He is the best player in the world alongside Neymar for me. Uh, but I think he's the best right now. Um, I don't think Ronaldo. He got a penalty. I knew he's going to score. He doesn't miss penalties. Big occasion, he scores. But that's the only thing he did today. You see how he lost the ball all the time. That's why I don't want him at Chelsea. He's not the player he was. Some people, I'll not bring Ronaldo. Not for me. Uh, out of the question. But yeah, we're going to see. I think France. France, England, Brazil, Argentina will make it through to the these teams for sure for me. Uruguay as well didn't show that great, but they will come good. I think Uruguay will come good as well. These teams will be in the last 16. Um, and we mustn't forget the smaller countries, supposed to be smaller countries, but they play good football. Canada, Ghana, Ecuador, you know, who else was? Yeah, who else?
Yeah.
Was,
Arabia was good.
Saudi Arabia.
Yep.
You know, they beat Argentina.
Japan, remember Japan? They even beat who did Germany?
Yeah,
Germany as well. Like
coming
Japan,
1-0. Japan,
Japan,
Japan are
that
good.
win was, yeah, exactly. Japan for me, I already knew that they would get a result. I remember I think I did say Germany will drop points to Japan.
Yeah, you did. Yeah,
Clear visionary, bro. I'm a
yeah,
very good visionary. I just knew it.
yeah. Because Japan, you know, they do have good players. The goals they score were unbelievable, great goals. Um, but I still think Germany. Now they're going to have to win. That's a massive game. Their next game. Um, I think is it Uruguay they play. Then Germany, if I'm right. That's a massive game now. Massive. Oh, is it them or Ecuador? I have to put uh, my
Germany will play Spain,
yeah, sorry, yeah,
I think.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. I have to put the chart on. I can't put it on this device. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. We see, but it was interesting so far.
Mm,
Uh, for me, you know, too many games. You know, at the sun, there's always a lot of games, 4 games a day, especially the early one.
mm,
You know, sometimes I watch the second half of the first game. I just manage because I've got things to do in the morning. But
mm.
you know, uh, I've watched every single game more or less. But and for me, what I've seen, Brazil is the best. Like you know, I was saying, it's my team. I always want Brazil. Um, it's just you know, it's my team. I always supported them
Yeah.
in the
For me,
you
I
know.
don't really support. I don't really support any team. I'm just watching for pleasure.
Yeah, I do though. I mean, I always supported Brazil. It makes some, you know, even when you're watching Richarlison, what a goal he scored!
Yeah,
Unbelievable,
very
uh,
good goal.
unbelievable how he turned around and smashed it in. You know, on
Mm,
the volley. Uh,
exactly. And I had my doubts with Richarlison. I did say, how's
yeah,
Firmino not there? How's Firmino? Everyone was saying, how's Firmino there instead of how's Richarlison there? And Firmino's not like, bro. I think Richarlison's one of those players who perform for their country. Do you get what I'm
that
saying?
always he's a
Yeah.
top scorer. He's their number 9.
Mm,
And what a bench they got. Look, they took off Neymar, they took off Richarlison, they brought on Martinelli, Jesus.
mm,
They can, you know, and they still play brilliant, even
mm.
better.
Yep.
You they were more fluent. You know, they've got some great players, and that's why I wanted Richarlison at Chelsea. You know, at that time we were saying, let's get we need a striker, and
Hmm.
we were because we were behind everyone. We lost out on Richarlison, we lost out on Jesus, and look what they're doing now with their clubs and countries.
Yeah.
Yeah, big loss to Chelsea, but we couldn't get them because all Arsenal and Tottenham went in for them when we couldn't buy anyone. You
Yeah.
know, that was a bad thing for Chelsea.
Yeah. No. Like,
Um, yeah, go on.
yeah, Richarlison for me.
Mm,
He's not doing well at Tottenham because he's not really used to this counter-attacking and break football. Like the
yeah,
way the football Tottenham play, in my opinion, is just a bit too negative
yeah,
for my liking. So
it's
I
not like
think, yeah, Richarlison likes to get involved more
it would have been.
instead of just run and wait for balls that are not going to come to him.
Yeah, Richarlison would have been great for us the way we play when we
Yeah,
play.
he would have,
You
but
know,
not under Tuchel. I wouldn't say under Tuchel though. I
too.
would, because he's not really a target man. Tuchel will play him as a target man,
Yeah,
and I know.
that wouldn't work with the players we have. But yeah, it's a shame we lost out on both players. Let's see. Let's hope Aubameyang comes good after the World Cup. We're going to see a lot of things happening at Chelsea. Could be a lot of players going as well.
Yeah.
It's going to be a lot of changes. And the other thing we wanted to talk about Mason Mount. You know, these contracts he wanted.
Yeah.
He really wanted that so much. I'm not sure.
Yeah.
What the situation is, but they are in talks still.
Yep. Is if we have to keep, if we want to keep him, it's 300K.
God,
That's ridiculous.
nah, not the way he's playing now. You know.
That's the problem.
Yeah, but let's see what they decide. It was shot. Let's see what he does for England. He wasn't brilliant against Iran. Don't forget they played Iran.
Yeah.
You know, they're one of the worst teams in the World Cup.
Yeah.
I think.
But then I see other teams would have scored lesser when they played Iran.
Yeah, maybe they would have. Maybe they wouldn't concede 2 goals either. You know, they don't do, but it's not like Spain 7-0. Spain were, really good.
Spain were good.
Yeah, Spain, I told you Spain another ones who I expect to make the quarterfinal for me. Even Senegal wasn't that bad.
Yeah.
Senegal
started well, but then the defense let them down.
Yeah, the second half, they just they run out of steam. But it was exciting watching them. But let's see. It's going to be an interesting. It's always interesting, the World Cup. The only thing for me is it doesn't feel the same as other years, other World Cups, because it's a strange time, for it to be the World Cup. Christmas coming up. The Premier League has been suspended. It's not normal, is it?
Yeah.
It should have been, end of the
summer. Yeah. But UEFA does this for money.
We're done, like always. But this FIFA, that guy, the president, he's got it so wrong. FIFA, everyone's complaining about them. Yeah. They got it really wrong. But we have to carry on, now it still doesn't feel the same as usual.
Yeah.
Yeah. Any other points, Sonify?
Yeah, and I saw a couple of England fans not behaving again. Well, in the Qatar. I don't know. They sent a video. I think Philip sent a video as a woman came down as a woman. Yeah, knowing that Qatar is a place. No, I'm telling you, knowing Qatar is a place that does not allow women to show any parts.
Yeah.
They go on. This is what I'm saying.
I don't know what
English fans are. Why are they always the ones that misbehave in this type of events?
I mean, that was a big crazy thing to do, But she's lucky it was all English fans there around her. Imagine if there was a Qatar fan,
that's what I'm saying.
And they would have, she could have been imprisoned for that.
Exactly. Maybe even fined.
Yeah, easily.
A lot of money.
Yeah, crazy things they do. Honestly, I know.
Can you imagine?
Yeah, that's
always the England fans that are doing misbehaving.
They don't do things like that, but I think they done it because to get because they're in Qatar and they know they're very against things like that. That's why they done it.
That's the thing.
And she's not a young girl. They put it, someone make her do it. They put her up for it.
Yeah, but the girl, the woman, she's not a child, is she?
No, she wasn't a child, but
I know she's old enough to know that this. Let me tell you something. They know this. The England fans know this. It's just they do it because if they think it's funny. Like it's not. You're disrespecting a
Yeah,
country's rules. You're disrespecting the
that,
rules, bro.
that's what I'm saying. They must have knew that they were going to do that. She didn't just do it like that, but you heard the crowd was sitting there making her do it in a way.
Yeah, but it's crazy because not other fans don't do it apart
No,
from us. We're the only team, literally the only fans that don't behave.
yeah, yeah, it's true.
It's literally our player misses a pen, we racily abuse them. The way we destroy Wembley in people running into um stadiums without tickets,
Mm,
and then they always talk about bad policing. The policing don't treat English fans right. The reason they don't, I'm not against. I'm against it with the way they treat English fans because it is a thing. But
mm,
then you gotta look at it deeply and say, bro, can you really blame them?
yeah,
Because in big events, which nation tends to misbehave more? Which fans tend to misbehave more?
yeah. It's
England.
always. They get out of control. Once they have a few drinks and that's it.
Yeah,
I know what they're like. Yeah, I know.
yeah,
But other than that, it's been quite peaceful. No,
mm.
I haven't heard any big fights going on or anything. You know,
Hey,
yeah.
it's only the beginning, Nick.
Oh, yeah, it is.
Hmm.
That's true.
Yeah,
It's only the beginning. You know, I want, say England don't make it through the group stages. Imagine what these fans are going to do.
that's the
You know,
thing.
you know, or even if they should make it out. I'm sure they're going to make it out. They probably.
Yeah, if they lose tomorrow, I don't know what they're gonna do.
Oh God,
That's the
yeah,
thing, because no one wants to lose to USA.
no.
I'm telling you.
And USA, they were very good in the first half.
Yeah, they were very, but then they got tired.
They got tired. They got worn out. They couldn't play second
For
half.
me, yeah, for me, I think we have stronger players than them,
Oh
and I think we do play better football than them. But what I want England to stop doing is just passing around the back too much.
yeah,
If we're holding a big lead, then it's fine, like we were doing when we were 6-2 up. But what I don't like is just in we just start the game so slow. I want us to be more confident. Do you get what a bit more confident, like we did. I want to see more of that. Do you get what I'm saying?
yeah, for
Like
sure.
in the Nations League, we weren't doing that, but I do think we need to beat this USA team.
Hmm. I think they will. I think it'd be. I think it'd be like 2-0 to England tomorrow. But
Yeah,
USA will start good. They will give a fight.
yeah,
But I can't see them lasting the whole 90 minutes. England have players who can score from nowhere. Zaka, Sterling, even when he's on form. Kane is fit. He's not injured. So they got players can score anytime.
mm,
And
yeah,
but let's see what happens. I expect them to top the group.
mm,
Wales, let's see what happens. Wales, they came back and got that draw.
yeah. Wales look good.
Yeah, they're good second half.
Yeah,
First half, were really struggling, but they came back. That was a good thing. They came back, all right, penalty, but another pressure penalty, and Bell put it away. When you want someone who that was really pressure, a lot of pressure
mm,
for him. First time for Wales to score a World Cup goal was unbelievable. The fans were going crazy. So Wales, I expect them to beat Iran.
yeah,
They will. I think that's tomorrow morning. That
yeah. It's
yeah,
tomorrow morning
yeah.
at
I
nine
don't.
fifteen.
Yeah, it's very early. It's
Yeah, I'll miss that game. I'll be at work, so
mm. I might. I'll probably watch second half or something. Or I
yeah,
might. It's too early to watch the whole game. It depends if I've got anything to do.
mm,
But yeah, it should be interesting. Let's see what they do.
yeah.
Uh, but they should win. Wales should win. I think it looks like Wales and England could go through.
Mm.
I can't see Wales got that draw against USA, massive point for them.
Yeah,
No,
massive point.
because if they beat Iran, they're more or less through.
Yep,
Same,
if they beat Iran, they're more or less through. And I think I think USA beat Iran, but if they lose, I'm trying to calculate it. So if we beat USA, they'll be on 1 point, with Wales having 4.
if they win, that's it. They're through.
Yeah,
Some the right deals is here. Deals on wheels is here. Yeah, here we are.
stop deals, bro.
Yeah. Welcome,
Big up
deals.
Nick. Big up
Well,
Nick. Big up JK.
Pick
well,
up deals, bro. What you saying?
Good still. How you look?
I'm
yeah,
good, man.
I'm just I'm doing the stream on my mobile because I don't know what happened, but I started 3 times the show. I had to, it wasn't working good on my laptop. I don't know why. Usually it's okay. So I closed the laptop. I'm doing it on here now, but still, it's a little bit different that you usually see.
Nick, guess who my favourites are to win the World Cup?
Brazil.
Yep.
Yeah, I knew Brazil what they can do. They've got great players. Not only that, it's a DNA to play this football. You know how much pressure these players have because of all the Brazilian teams in the past. They have the pressure because their country expects them to play the same as they did before.
Yeah, but Brazil can handle pressure.
And they do always have pressure.
They
And
love pressure.
They do, but they love pressure, but it's not easy. But they showed it second half. They showed us. I knew they're going to come out second half
Nick
different.
Blue, let
Yeah.
me tell you something about these Brazilians.
Yeah.
These lot grow up poor, most of them. Not all
Yeah.
of them.
Oh
They
yeah.
grow up poor
Of
and
course.
wake up in the morning. Wake up in the morning and don't even wear boots. I have any boots.
Yeah. Well,
Play barefooted, exactly.
certified.
Yeah,
Remember, I was telling you about Pelé.
exactly.
I see that documentary.
Yeah.
He didn't have boots or shoes or nothing. He when he was young, he was playing with barefooted on rocks. Imagine, you
No,
know.
that's what I'm saying.
And
Let me
then
tell you something.
these players now they're different. Not all of them had the like the hard times like years ago like Pelé.
Some of them do. Some of them have actually, because there are some poor places in Brazil.
Oh yeah,
Like
that's good.
Anthony. Yeah, have
Yeah.
you seen Anthony's story?
Yeah.
Vinicius Junior's story. Neymar's story.
Yeah.
They grew up poor.
They had hard times. Yeah.
Yeah, let me tell you something. Most of these players, they grow up poor, wake up in the morning, 10 to 5 a.m. All they think is football. And
Yeah.
they wish
You know
to
what
get.
I want to see? You know what game I want to see?
Yeah.
Spain v Brazil. That's
Who?
the game I want to see.
What?
Spain
Germany.
v Brazil.
Spain. Yeah, they
Spain.
could. Yeah, could happen.
Yeah, but let me just say what I was saying.
Yeah.
Yeah, so basically, what I was saying is this: these Brazilians, let me tell you something. They wake up early in the morning, playing. They can play all day. Let me tell you, they play all day. They don't need games, nothing, bro. They have anything, a football. Their football was their girlfriend. I'm telling you, that football. Hey, go out in the morning in the streets, play football, do sorts of skills, and dream of things like this. And why do they need to? Most of the time, they do not even feel pressured at all. Bro, this is what they've been playing hard for.
They got pressure because the
I know
world.
they get
the
pressured,
world-
but they don't.
the
They
world-
they love the pressure, bro. They
Right.
love the pressure, bro, because they train. This is what they dreamt of as a kid, and they thought they would
I don't
never get there.
know Brazil. I've been watching them since 1970. Before that, even and they expect what the world expects Brazil to play like they did in the second half. They expect it all the time. The nation, Brazil, expects it. When they lost, when they got that thrash in that semi-final against Germany, uh, that was they will never forget. It's sustained. It's sustained.
Nick, now we know. Now we know. Yeah, what it's like to have a midfield. Yeah, proper midfield. That
Yeah.
Brazil midfield. Yeah. With Thiago Silva, being around a good midfield, you see how solid he is.
Cole, he's always solid for us, but he can't do everything. You know, what a player. You see the ball he made, you know, he gave to, was it Neymar or someone? Unbelievable pass. We know what he can do. He's
Casemiro.
unbelievable.
I feel
Casemiro.
disgraced that he's been surrounded around bums in the midfield.
Oh, yeah. It's just Brazil, you know, and now they've got a great team again. That's why they're favourites to win it. And I haven't seen a better team. Spain, very good, but Spain haven't met a good team yet. You know, it will show when the round of 16 comes, when you have to win, you know, it will show who's the best. These are group stages. I expect Spain, Brazil, England, Argentina. I still expect Argentina to win that group.
Who they play next, Argentina?
I'm not sure. I have to look it up. When they playing, you said?
Who's in their group apart from Saudi Arabia?
Yeah, Argentina is good. I can't put it up on here. I can't get the chart on here because it's on my laptop thing. Who was it again? Argentina.
Is it Germany? I don't know.
No, Germany.
It's not Germany. It's not Germany.
No. Is it
Mexico?
It's Mexico. Yeah, Mexico and
Poland.
And Poland. Yeah,
Yeah,
Mexico and Poland.
Yeah. So I still expect Argentina to do it. Poland look very poor. God, Lewandowski, man. He looks poor.
They're gonna get no wins. Poland
and Portugal, they'll be lucky to get through, honestly.
Portugal.
Even Portugal, you see anything good from Portugal today? Tell me. Well, they got the lucky.
I mean, Ghana was good, but in my opinion,
deserved to win. They came back. You know, it could have been 3-3. You see what happened in the end? How the guy he missed the ball.
What's your thoughts on Leao? Do you want him?
Well, I see him. What I saw, he's not that great. What we thought, but it's not their first, one game. I can't judge him with just Portugal, but Portugal didn't look at nothing. Especially first half, they were really out of it.
What about you, JK? Do you want Leao?
I don't, everyone's getting mad about this player, but I didn't see.
I don't want big names. Big names. Let's create our legends.
Yeah. Because everyone thinks I want a player. No, and look at what's his name? For Uruguay, Nunes, David Nunes for Liverpool. Look at him. He wasn't that great for Uruguay either.
Yeah, but Uruguay played some good football. I was watching them. They played great. Even South Korea. South Korea did well.
South Korea.
Yeah.
Let me ask you a serious question. Yeah. So if England come up against like a Brazil, you think that defense will struggle?
Yeah.
For sure. It could have happened. They could be in the quarterfinal if they get that far. Well, it all happened because that's not England's route. England's route's different. If England get through to the round of 16, I think they can meet. I said it before. I had a look at. They can meet Senegal actually. If Senegal go through, it could be they can meet them. Who else is in Senegal's group?
Holland. They could meet Holland.
Yeah, they could meet.
If Ecuador beat Holland, and Ecuador finish first in their group, Holland finish second, they could buck into Holland.
Yeah. So, they can't meet Brazil to the semi-finals.
We'll find out tomorrow who England will face.
Yeah, I mean, you can check it on the chart. I have to go on the chart.
For me, Netherlands didn't really look convincing. They didn't convince me.
No, then.
Oh no! No, they didn't. Still,
Senegal crossed the hell out of them. I'm not even joking. It's just silly mistakes in the defense.
Yeah, but these first games don't show much. These teams, like we see Germany losing and all that.
by
But
the way, as well, another thing as well,
they can come.
England should have never taken Callum Wilson. I don't rate him.
Callum Wilson. Yeah, he got there. He was good for Newcastle. He done really good, and that's why they picked him. But I can't see him doing good for England. He couldn't do it really. Last time he was in the squad. He's a squad player for them, I think.
For me, Tony should have. I don't know how Tony didn't get in this team. I'm still questioning how.
Word.
Like, how did Tony?
He was close to get there, but you can only take a certain amount. But even if Tony got there, he'd be a squad player as well. Unless Kane, when Kane comes off, Kane gets an injury or something, that's when you're going to see Callum Wilson. Or you won't see Callum Wilson unless Kane is injured. Yeah, that's for sure, I think. But
I think when England come against a tougher opposition as well, it'll
be different.
I think he's gonna change Calvin Phillips and play Calvin Phillips and Declan Rice in the midfield.
Calvin Phillips has been injured.
He have a 10. He have a 10 role.
I don't understand why Callum. How did Callum Phillips get into this team? Just think of it. How?
Callum Phillips. Calvin Phillips.
He's not playing games for City. I think the only game he played was the Carabao Cup game.
Yeah, he was injured though. No,
why is he in the team?
And by the way, when people say that Reece James ain't better than Cancelo defensively, they need to shut their mouths because today he got opened up. Cancelo got opened up bad.
I don't know who would even say Cancelo's a better defender than Reece James. I mean, for me, whoever says that is just smoking. That shouldn't be a comparison. That should not even be a statement.
Now, Reece James is different. His position is the best in the world. We know that because we see him all the time. But if England had him as well, be a different story for England.
You know who's class? Every time I watch him, today he was class for Portugal. I'm not gonna lie.
Who?
Would you not take João Felix at Chelsea?
He's got a great goal, yes.
Would you take him, JK?
He's still young, isn't he?
It depends how much he is.
It'd be a lot. It'd be crazy.
I think he would be better than Kai Havertz, brother. I rate João Felix.
Better than Havertz, I'm afraid. You're right. He's better, but the man be crazy. Plus, we don't. Will he leave? To come to us? I don't think so.
You know who Germany's best player was the other day? Rudiger.
It's Rudiger. God, Rudiger has always been a great player.
100%.
That's why it shows how much we miss him.
But Havertz yesterday was doing Havertz things again.
Yeah. Havertz. Listen. We need to have a proper conversation about Havertz. Because I think Bowley's gonna get rid of him if he doesn't improve his performances.
Yep.
He's the most money out of. You got to think he's the most money that we can get out of in this squad.
Really?
Yes.
People are gonna look at him and be like, "How is this guy 50 million?" He's not even violating.
He's not that bad. He can be good. It's up to him.
As I was saying, you see these players that are not performing now. That's why I said to get rid of them quick, straight away. Because I'm telling you, once we keep them, the whole team, all the teams would know that his market value would decrease.
Has Nick spoke about Mason Mount's contract? Have you spoke about that, Nick?
Yeah.
We're going to talk about that.
Yeah.
I want to hear his thoughts. What did you think, Nick?
Yeah, I think he's asking. Is it true he's asking for that sort of money? I don't know.
100%.
Yeah, so it shouldn't be really. He's been on form since last season. How can you ask for 300?
The Telegraph doesn't lie.
He's not proper Chelsea, is he? He's not proper Chelsea. If he's doing that, he's not proper Chelsea.
Bowley must be crazy to pay, give him them sort of wages.
Bro, if like the Telegraph came out and said, bro, if I'm not even joking, this is the official Telegraph website. These
Mm.
men don't fake about, bro. I'm telling you, these men don't. Most of the times when they say
Yeah.
news, it happens.
Only that because Sterling is nearly on 300,000.
Because they're closer to Chelsea, you know. They're most
So-
closer to Chelsea, Arsenal, and the London teams.
Yeah,
And they said,
he's
and I
not
think-
near 300,000 there, nowhere near.
exactly,
You
Nick.
know,
What do you lot think of Sterling? Because I think, with Sterling, he's
Yeah.
not going to work out at Chelsea unless we get a proper midfield.
The thing is, let me tell you,
I don't know about Sterling. He started off good. Now for us, he hasn't been good lately, has he?
Nick, let me talk about Mason Mount, and then I'll go on to Sterling. So
Problem
basically,
is we don't have anyone who create for our forwards.
yeah.
We don't, so we can't say much.
Let me tell you something about the Mason Mount contract thing. You know, when the Telegraph literally came out and said, and I'm gonna mention the source. I don't say things without mentioning the source. The Telegraph, and I showed you proof on the Twitter group from the official source. They
Yeah,
said there's a big risk of us losing Mount this season, this summer. If this guy does not, if Bodie doesn't give him that 300k, and we're calling this guy proper Chelsea. If Bodie does not give this guy 300k,
he should have.
he will go to our rivals Liverpool, and I know he's not going to go abroad.
I know that he might not. Let's see what he does.
I'm just saying, and he doesn't deserve that contract. He's not going to give it, and he should
It's
not
his
give
dad
the
pushing it. It's his dad pushing him for it though, because his dad's his agent. You lot know that, innit?
Yeah,
contract. I know, and that's Johnny.
yeah.
And that's Johnny.
Yeah. Now that Johnny's his granddad. He's got a dad as well. Anyway, look, for me, it will show his loyalty. I want Bowley to say, no, you're not going to get 300,000 a week. You're going to stay where you are at the moment. And let's see what he does. I want to see what he does. It will show you how much he loves Chelsea. The money, or is it the club? That's what I want to see.
We got a friendly against Aston Villa,
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was about to say that as well.
In Dubai.
It's going to be a lot of young players as well
I
playing.
think Reece James will be part of that, Fofana.
Maybe, yeah.
I think we're gonna test the back four, and I think Chelsea. I think I heard the streaming that on the official on the site. I think I was reading it.
Can we watch the game? Can we watch it? Are we allowed to watch it?
I don't know if they're going to show it on
the game is in December 11th.
I don't know if sometimes they show it on the FIFA app.
They're streaming it. They said they're streaming it.
All right.
What is it?
Yeah.
Yeah, you can watch it on the FIFA app, Chelsea FIFA app.
Yeah. It'll be good to have this friendly to warm up for.
I think that Kasadi is going to come through, I like him.
Who?
Kasadi.
Yeah.
The brother that scored, the Italian brother. You know the Italian brother?
Yeah, Custody.
Yeah, bro. I like him still. He's rapid. He's rapid. Bro, when's the last time we had a midfielder that can score outside the box, bro? Like that, bro.
Oh, God.
Trust me, rapid.
That was Lampard.
Yeah. Well, I mean, who? I don't know. I'm thinking maybe one of them got a few goals out the box.
Who? Cover.
Can't think of it. I'm thinking. I'm like, who scores from right outside the box?
Right now, Kovacic got one goal.
They all have one.
Yeah.
Not many. Maybe Mason Mount probably be the top, to be honest, if we check the stats.
Yeah. We don't have players.
What's OG's thoughts? OG, what's your thoughts on the Mount situation?
Yeah.
Listen, I mean, if he signs a 7-year contract, that's actually better because apparently in 2 years, 300k is going to be the new 200k because of the way the new TV deals are coming in. So I mean, what 250k? That will be really nice in 2 years. It'll be a lower. It'll be the average wage.
It's
Top
600.
top
We're
four,
talking
top
about
six.
300k. We're talking about Mal getting 300k.
I know that's the problem. I want him to earn it. I want him to get what Reece James is
That's
getting,
the
which is
thing.
250 with bonuses. I'll give him bonuses for like not only goals and assists. I'll give him bonuses for man of match. I'll give him bonuses for playing 90 minutes. I'll give him bonuses for pre-assists. You know, I'll make
Yeah.
sure that he has to earn it in a way. 250k and 50k
Exactly.
bonus for all of this stuff, which will be easy to meet because I'll give him easy bonuses. However, 300k. And if he does nothing, if he just plays 75, 80 minutes and does no assist, no pre-assist, no pre-assist, you know, if he does none of that and he's getting 300k, then that's
CFC.
kind of.
The problem is if you look at the way Mount has been playing this season, like entirely, and he's been asking. I'm talking about a full contract with 300k plus bonuses, leading up to 350k. If he gets these things, bro, and he says, and the club says if he does not get this money, he will leave Chelsea.
Yeah,
He doesn't get the no. I'm telling you.
If he said that, he's going to show his loyalty, isn't he? So I want Bolly to say no. You stay where you are. You getting. You might give him something, but not the silly money.
It's 300k or nothing, innit?
What he says.
If you can read the report.
Yeah, but did he say he's going to leave Chelsea?
It was a higher chance. His contract runs out.
But he's one of the players where he doesn't cost us money technically because the amount of social media coverage and the way his social media has and his advertisement and his commercial value.
His brand, yes.
There's like 20 or 30 players in this world that are basically free. Like Pulisic. Pulisic could retire football tomorrow and he's got so many endorsement deals, just like a Mount, just like a Ronaldo.
We got to be careful though because of FFP though. If he's dishing out bare wages.
Yeah.
I'm not worried about FFP just because it seems like we're in line and all these future deals we're getting through sponsorships and TV deals, it just keeps boosting our FFP. And of course, we're going to sell a youth or two. We always sell youth.
And then CFC, you need to consider the signings as well. Imagine we're going to bring in Nkunku in January. Do you really think from him? Let me tell you something.
He ain't coming in January. He's coming in summer.
Maybe
or in the summer, whatever, or in the summer, or whenever. Do you get what I'm saying? But whenever he comes in, I know we're going to be getting more players as well. Let me tell you this. Do you think these players that they've been playing right now, playing well with 50k, will come to Chelsea and get earn over 300, 200k? We're going to pay them this money. This is just Chelsea.
Over 200,
Yep, that's the thing. Plus Mason Mount's contract, and then we're gonna renew some more contracts. Are overpaid, bro. We have a wage problem. How do people not realize this? You can't be overpaying these wages, like sprinkling out money like mad.
This wage problem is only time relative to right now. In 2024, 2025, when the new deals come in, all these wage problems will basically seem like non-wage issues because the amount of money that the average footballer is going to get in 2025 is going to go up at least 15 to 20% of what's now. That's minimum. That's just guys at the lower teams. People like Chelsea and Arsenal, etc. In 2025, everyone will be asking for minimum 200k. They'll be asking most likely for 250, 300. Even players that you might not rate highly. There's going to be so many players. But by the time 2030 comes, every player will be on $500,000 a week.
Yeah, but that's only at Chelsea. Let me tell you this.
I'm telling you, the new deals that come in.
No, I'm going to explain.
Made it so that, and the way we're doing sponsorships as well these days. These companies are paying more sponsorship to the top 6 Premier League clubs than ever. Even the Economist predicted. The Economist, they got this sponsorship boost. It's getting a mad bump. They're even scared. They're even calling it a bubble. They're like, how can football just in the Premier League become like $1 trillion company? This is worrying. This is almost like a nation just in a football league.
I understand that. I understand that. But my point is,
let's welcome Hassan as well, chaps. He's just coming.
Yo, sorry, I'm late.
No, big up, Hassan. Big up.
Never late.
Big up, bro.
Yeah, big up, lads. You want me to talk about this week?
Yeah, you go ahead. We will.
I mean,
You know,
it's
we
been a crazy week,
went-
let's say that. First week of, I mean, besides who is it? I think that's it. I think game week 1's done. I don't think there's any more tomorrow. That's game week 1. And yeah, there's been a couple of upsets, and I'm all for it. We have back-to-back upsets for the last couple of days.
interesting. You know, you know, we didn't expect Canada to do well. Ghana.
Same old stuff with Shai Havertz and Mendy.
God,
But anyways, yeah, back to what I was saying. The World Cup has been quite nice, and I'm just obviously this Chelsea side of things as well. We're gonna have a friendly in Abu Dhabi as well midweek or like midweek into the knockouts. So that's gonna be interesting to see who's gonna be in that squad or not. But other than that, this week, on top of my head, I can't remember any. Besides like 1 or 2 boring games, I think a lot of them have been quite good, and I think they've been quite entertaining. Besides like 2 0-0 draws, that I felt like
Morocco,
they were
fam.
absolutely
Our
boring.
game was 0-0.
Was that Morocco? Yeah.
Yeah, Ziyech versus
Yeah,
Kovacic. It was dead.
Yeah, it was a bad game, God. OG.
I feel like
Early in the morning as well.
your one
Nothing.
and Tunisia one was probably boring. No, not Tunisia, the other one.
Yeah. Mexico.
Yeah.
Who's your lot's favourites? Who's your lot's favourites to win the World Cup right now?
Right now, I think we're gonna have to wait to see who qualifies for knockouts.
I think Brazil. Brazil are my favourites right now.
You know,
I think Brazil are the
You know I put
strongest
money.
out of
You know I betted the OG. You know I bet
On who? On who? Thiago Silva.
Brazil.
Yeah, I knew you did.
Brazil is always my team, OG.
Nick, this is the first time Brazil's had a good defense. Like they got Thiago Silva, the general.
Yeah, a long time.
Marquinhos.
He's good.
They've got great players again, like they should. But it's going to be close. Spain are good. Argentina will come good. England, you know, they can get far as well. Because Argentina will bounce back. Don't look at them.
There's no Chelsea players in Argentina, right? And we don't plan to buy any of their players.
Germany got Spain next. It's looking long.
Yeah, Germany, Spain, and Germany have to win.
Oh, so Azpi versus Kai. Azpilicueta versus Kai Havertz.
You know, it's going to be so, you know, I want to see Rudiger do well, but Spain, you know, really, for me, you know, it's gonna be a very good game. This one, it's gonna be a hard game because Germany needs to win. You know, they need points. If they lose this game, that's it. They're out.
It's over.
Yeah. So you know, the more we go into it, the more interesting it will be.
Do you guys realize that Germany kind of do miss Timo a lot? His work rate.
Oh yeah, they always miss Timo Werner.
I'm not even joking.
He's one of the main players.
He's an engine.
I'm telling you, bro. Let me tell you something. You don't know what this Werner guy does for this German team.
Yeah.
This guy, if you watch Germany properly, this guy's their main source creator. Not only him, the likes of Gundogan does play well, but you can say that. But let me tell you something. Gundogan in that game, when he's ghosted, they're in big trouble. I'm telling you.
I want to say something after you, JK.
Yeah.
It's about Broja.
Yeah.
What's your last thoughts on Broja's situation? Because
AC
Milan.
Yeah, I'll answer that after. After. But
let's sort of finish what he has to say, then deals you can talk about Broja.
Yeah. So basically, about Germany, what we've seen lots of times, Germany have not got that pace when looking for balls, because you know, with their football, they contain a lot of long balls. But Werner's that player that catches these long balls for them, drives into the space. You can see Japan left so many spaces, but Havertz, I don't know what's wrong with him. He can't drive into space and areas where he has the ball. He cannot run into these spaces. he tends to go deep, deep, deep. Doesn't even try to do. He can't be doing that. He
Yeah.
needs someone. Germany needs someone that is, and the only confident player I see there was attacker. There is Timo Werner. Not only him, the likes of Leroy Sané, him as well. I know he got injured, but you can see how much they missed him. Gnabry was okay, but he was passing to no one. Havertz was not running into these spaces. Werner, he runs into these spaces and misses these chances, yes, but he gets one of them in at least. Jimmy, that's the thing. Like, bro, I told my friend as well, if you've only got Havertz there, Muller, Thomas Muller as well, who's starting to decline a bit. I'm not even joking, bro. Like, it's facts. You need to watch these lot play properly in the Nations League. I look at Germany and going forward, they don't have any attacking threats. Like, honestly, without
But you
certain
make it sound
players.
like you support Germany. Why do you feel so bad for them?
Well, it's just the fact that people were saying about, oh, I don't support Germany. I support no one. I'm just
What? You don't
watching.
support no one?
No, I'm not supporting no one. I'm
Not
just
even
watching
what?
Gender
Wait,
Informant.
Are you supporting France? That's where you're from.
Oh yeah, that as well. I am supporting France a bit. Yeah,
Good.
yeah, I am.
Yeah.
Yeah, but France is nothing, no problems. But I'm just talking on these teams that we're talking about right now.
They all have Chelsea
not-
players, it seems. All these teams have problems.
That's the thing, like, bro. And if Spain play the way they did against Costa Rica, I see them thrashing. And the Sule guy, I'm glad that we were not. I'm glad that we are not in for this guy because this guy is horrible.
Horrible.
This guy is bad. I'm
Yeah.
telling you.
Like,
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Oh my
They got the great, great young player, what's his name, Misala. How you say his
He
name?
made mistakes.
Yeah,
Even my
Musala.
grandma wouldn't do
Yeah,
it. Like, come
yeah.
on.
What's
That's
going on with Ngannou and Jones?
All right, let's not go into UFC right now.
Hills, go ahead about the brochure. Yeah.
Broja.
You said you want to talk about Broja.
Yeah, you want to
Yeah,
talk
yeah,
about
I want to talk
Lando.
about the Broja situation.
Yeah. I don't
He
think,
signed a new deal, yeah?
yeah.
And there's been links apparently for AC Milan. AC Milan want him.
I don't think it's a true gossip. He's not getting nowhere.
Yeah, he ain't going. On loan, maybe. That's about it.
I
You
don't
think he's going to go on loan?
Not this season, next season.
I don't think so. I think, I don't think he needs another loan. He's going to be a squad player. He will get his game time here, there. He hasn't done that bad, when he's come on. He's still learning. He will get there. But I don't think Chelsea are going to sell Broja.
That's what I'm saying to some Chelsea fans who are saying to Broja, this guy's kind of still learning.
They
What
didn't
do you don't
give
think of Kovacic in the World Cup? Do you think he's been poor?
Yeah,
Who?
yes.
Kovacic.
It was one game.
But it's one
Yeah, he
game. Let
played
me tell you
rubbish
something,
against
guys.
Morocco. He played rubbish against us.
All because let me tell you guys something. All
Yeah.
because these teams lose against these the teams that they should be beating, it doesn't mean that they're not going to do great things. As they said, you just remember these lots haven't played with each other for that long. You know, in the Nations League, the squad rotation's mad. Players, that certain players come from injuries. Do you get what I'm saying? Are coming from injuries, just recovering. Do you get what I'm saying?
Like
And just
Kovacic.
remember, exactly, like Kovacic as well. Do you get what I'm saying? So it's a bit too early to go and say,
Yeah.
oh, this team is not the favorites anymore. Oh, these don't look good. Do you get what I'm saying? Because in my opinion, you give them that second game when they have a proper training session together, I think you will see a different Argentina. You will see a different Germany.
Belgium.
Yeah, because they're going to have to
Yeah,
play
different Belgium.
for sure. They have to play because they want to get through.
But with Belgium, I think they need to stop using these old players. They have a lot of good young talents in that team.
And you see, he brought them on in the second half.
I'm telling you, they
Yeah.
brought them on.
Yeah.
Trossard should be started. Let me tell you my
OG.
ideal.
He's injured.
Yeah.
OG, if Ziyech went to Man United with Ten Hag, yeah, do you believe Ziyech would come back? to his
Yeah, I
best.
think
He'll
Ziyech
do
will
much
thrive.
better. Den Hag
Yeah, he'll
basically
do much better.
created him. He might as well go back to him, but he's going to AC Milan. He said today he's going to go to AC Milan.
Yeah, like, but I think if Ziyech goes to Man United, it'll be dangerous because
Mm.
you know this counter-attacking football like Man United play. It's not like any others. You get what I'm saying? Like, yes, they do defend a bit and then they hit, but the way they do it is just entertaining. It's just Man United really, and Ziyech will suit that. He
Mm.
can go and find Rashford. He can go and find all these runners in behind. Him going to Ten Hag will make. I'm telling you, he will thrive, and he will be a good replacement for Sancho because this guy, he's a bum. I'm sorry. I'd rather take Ziyech than
Yeah.
Sancho. I'm being very honest,
I
bro.
about Sancho before, he's gonna be this. He's gonna be the next best world player.
Exactly.
We almost
Uh,
got him, Nick. We almost got him.
We were nearly going to nearly bought him actually.
Can you
Luckily,
imagine?
United. He can't
He's a
even get.
Chelsea
we didn't
supporter
get
as
him.
well, by the way, Mandem. He's a Chelsea supporter.
I know he's the
Yeah, but then
Imagine we
let's
bought
not
him.
get feelings in the way of this. You feel me?
He's
Oh,
not-
he's a Chelsea fan. Let's get him in. We should stop. Let's try to stop doing that.
Everyone's
Feel
a
me?
Chelsea fan, it seems, though.
Everyone's a Chelsea fan.
Get the Vinicius in, get the what's his name, that German young Miller, what's his
Jude
name?
Bellingham. No.
Musiala.
Musiala.
Yeah, I think he got marked out of the game as well. But let me tell you, it's early signs.
Good.
It's early signs. I really, really say, oh, Musiala was horrible, but I can understand.
You think Musiala is better than Jude Bellingham?
What
No.
I see, it's hard to tell because Germany, haven't hit form yet.
But their roles are different.
Yeah.
Well, Jude Bellingham does it in the Champions League. Whenever you do it in the Champions League, that's the biggest sign. That's better than if he scored 30 goals in the German League.
You guys,
he
it's
scored-
not even that. It's that their roles are different. I do think it's a great comparison.
You are
'Cause in my
right, but
opinion-
they're both midfielders. In the end of the day, if one
Because
if they want the
Musiala
same
is
team,
more
they'll be
of an
fighting for
attacking,
position.
goal-scoring midfielder. Jude
Yeah.
Bellingham's not much of he's not much of a goal-scoring midfielder.
But
Let's
he
all
is
be
though. He
honest.
scored in every single group stage game. I was like,
Who,
how's this guy
Bellingham?
scoring?
I know, but he's
Oh.
not. Let's be honest. His role is to create and defend. I'm not saying not like a DM type, but he's more of a creator more. So
You are
therefore,
right.
he'll
He's
go.
more assists, but he's got
That's what I'm
double-digit
saying.
goals for the last 3 seasons. That's crazy.
Musiala, he doesn't create as much as you think he does. Let's be honest. He's more of that play. He's that type of player to take on players, score. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Or give a
What do you
pass
guys
every
think
now
of
and then.
Dumfries?
Yeah.
Would you take
Huh?
him?
Who? Musiala,
Dumfries.
Dumfries.
Uh,
Well,
To
I
be
haven't
a
seen him
backup
play
for
for a long
Reece
time.
James? No way.
For me, I would take Sergino Dest probably.
I'll take Frimpong.
Wait, who is he?
Frimpong, the right back.
Frimpong from Leverkusen.
He's a defender.
Where's he from?
Huh?
Where's he from, Deals?
Leverkusen.
I know, but which country?
The Holland right back.
Oh, I haven't
Dutch-
watched him
the
play.
Holland-
Frimpong.
Yeah, his name's a bit funny. Yeah, he looks all right, but I don't know
I haven't watched him.
about if he's gonna be good in the Premiership.
But, but
He's
remember
like
when
he's like
replacing.
Lamptey basically,
Yeah. Okay. Cool. That makes
but
sense then.
he's faster.
I like Tarek Lamptey. I don't know why. And if he's that type of player, then it's calm. But remember, when we're trying to get backups for our main players that are thriving and are keeping us where we are, we need to make sure they have those same attributes. Let's just be honest here.
Nick, what did you think of Rafinha today?
I think he kind of ghosted.
Yeah, he could have scored. God, I was going mad. How I thought he was going to score. He had to score that chance. He had 2 chances. He missed 2. One of them was an easy chance. He ran around a bit, but He's a good player. We know he's fast. I like him because he's fast. He can cross. He's all right. But right, for Barcelona, he hasn't done it yet. But I'm sure he will. I think he's at the wrong club, but he wants to be there. I think it would have been good for us, for sure. Yeah, we're gonna.
How many
see.
players do you reckon we'll get in January?
Well, maybe one or two. Depends.
You don't think it's going to be a big January?
No,
Yeah, we'll
never
get
happened.
We've already record spent it in the summer. So
And who's available? Who's going to be available? We
I
can't just
think Ivan Tony. We can Casado. He played well for Ecuador.
maybe Trossard and Casado. I don't know, but we'd be lucky we get 2 players.
you guys, I'm just asking. Say if we wanted a striker, but that should be our last priority. But let me tell you something. What would you guys take this winger? There's this winger I like at Flamengo. I think his name is Gabriel. He's a good winger, and he's a player who's very brave. You can take on players. Have the chance to watch him. You can watch him.
Who was that? A Brazilian you're talking
Yeah,
about?
Brazilian. He's Brazilian, and he plays for Flamengo. Him.
I don't think
There's-
he's in the squad. The Brazilian.
I know he's not in the Brazilian team, but he plays in
squad, yeah.
Flamengo. He's
not
young.
in the squad. I wouldn't take him.
He's young.
I know,
So-
but we can't keep getting these young players to prove
Like
to
Kennedy.
us. Like we have
So Nick, who would you bring in January?
a striker. We don't need a striker. We have to rely on Aubameyang.
No, I'm talking about the winger. I was talking about wingers
All right.
and midfield.
I'll bring in
Yeah.
Trossard. And then
Yeah,
I'll
Trossard
bring
as
in.
well.
I'll bring in Trossard and then I'll go get.
I didn't see he was that good what I saw of him.
What about that Brazilian midfielder called Danilo?
Danilo.
Yeah, he's well
Yeah,
known. He's not
I'll bring him in.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like I want. Yeah, exactly. I want Chelsea to be bringing in these players that we have not heard of because they're gonna prove us something. Do you get what I'm saying? In Brazil, Portugal, all of these players, we need them. I'm telling you.
Yeah, but let's
And
look who's available. In January, there's not great players are available. Really.
that's the thing. We're gonna throw off these big names. This is where we're always thinking we need big names.
No, we don't
And
want.
why do we go in for someone we haven't heard of? They're out of the market. Yeah.
Maybe we will.
That's the thing. We need these
That's
type of players. Let's get off this big name thing.
We brought this what's his name, Will Stanley, Potter's friend, ex-Brighton.
I remember there was like a cycle, where Ziyech was doing good, and the fan base were bringing like bigging him up, and then he's not getting his chances. He gets injuries or whatever, and then there's hype about Kai Havertz generational, Mount generational. I find it a bit disrespectful,
Yeah, Night Rider, big up Night Reader. Sorry, big up guys. We need Leo. Do we?
Yeah.
But can I just say something?
Yeah.
Unless we get rid of the players, the crap players that are gonna be around him,
Can't bring anyone in.
then
to get rid of
exactly.
That's
That's the thing. Exactly.
Tell you this for free,
Yeah.
that Mount is gonna be holding bench when Liao and Cuckoo come to Chelsea. Let's get that. Let's get that straight.
Let's not be sure about that. Let me tell you something, guys. You guys don't realize that when getting in big names, you need to be able to get in the atmosphere that is gonna work for these big names in this current generation. And if you look at this team, I'm just saying, if we get Liao on his ones, how is he gonna perform? Nothing's gonna change. I'm gonna tell you because this for his surroundings. This is what I'm saying about Cristiano Ronaldo. Why are we getting him in if he's already not happy at a better atmosphere at Man United? Coming to a worse atmosphere at Chelsea, where these players exactly.
You have to forget the Ronaldo stories. It's all gossip, and he's not coming to Chelsea.
That's the thing, but I wanted to address it because people think people are joking on about it as if people are saying, claiming that, oh, he's the solution to our problems.
That Chelsea will not go. Potter doesn't want him. He said it. It's not, we're trying to rebuild a team. And we're going to get Ronaldo, who loses the ball all the time. He can score a penalty. He can get goals. It's like a goal.
6 months, hey,
He
6
can't
months contract, didn't it? 6 months contract.
He can't run his mouth. And don't listen to Philip and all this lot, Ronaldo, all this rubbish, man. God. He's not coming to Chelsea. He's too old. He was a great player in time. It's time to move on. You can't get he's not Thiago Silva. That's someone different. Ronaldo, can't even think like Thiago Silva.
For me, like as I was saying before, if we want to get in these big names, as I say, fill the team. I say fill the team with a good atmosphere first. Like, look at the way Haaland came into Man City. First, it came with. Wait, let me tell you something.
Yeah.
It came with bringing in the right players for Pep. Let's look in 5 seasons back, bringing in the right players for Pep, taking out the rubbish that was there way before there. Then these players thrived. I'm telling you, these players thrived. I'm telling you, bro.
We haven't been doing. We always.
I know. That's why I'm addressing.
Big stars are thinking they're going to do. They're going to become.
That's what I'm trying to say, Nick.
We can't keep bringing young players like Havertz.
I'm not saying young players. I'm talking at least someone at their prime.
Yeah,
we haven't heard of.
We haven't.
Or is willing. At least players that are just having the same. I don't care if it's big names. It can be anyone. Anyone is a legend. I'm telling you. We thought Didier Drogba before coming to Chelsea will have his name on the banner at Stamford Bridge and it will never get taken down. These players really make a name for themselves in these big clubs. I'm telling you.
Hold on. Yeah, we need players like that. But who's like Drogba right now? It's not easy to find players like him. Like a Lampard, midfielder, Fabregas.
Football was different back then. That's another thing. Football was different.
Wait a minute. Now he has his team, scouting, director, everyone. Now they'll be looking at players all over the world. They already have started. We have to be patient now.
My point is, I think a big name player should be our last jigsaw piece of the puzzle.
Yeah, I think it is. And we're not going to go for Ronaldo.
Not for Ronaldo. I'm talking about players like Rafael Leao. If we want a striker that is like Kylian Mbappe or someone like him. In my opinion, I say we build the midfield, make sure they create. We get in wingers. We bring in wingers that are able to take on players. A defense that is structured to be solid. And in my opinion, if these players thrive, and we see that really missing piece of the jigsaw is a striker or a certain winger, we get him. Like the way City have done with Haaland. Do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah, Haaland,
what they did, they strengthened them. They have a perfect midfield.
Yeah,
a perfect.
Haaland to City because his dad played for City. Everyone wanted Haaland. We wanted that when Roman Abramovich was there.
But let me tell you something.
We wanted Haaland, but at that time they were asking for crazy money, so we decided to get Lukaku.
But Haaland was never going to happen.
Exactly, but you guys, Nick, let me tell you this. Did it make sense for Haaland to go to City or not? It did, because they've got all the crates. Exactly.
It was bound for City. That's why he didn't come to us. And his agent was asking.
But it wouldn't make sense if he came to us, because we don't create chances, and that's what he feeds off.
Yeah.
City create the chances.
Everything.
They've got all the exactly. They create everything. They got creative players everywhere on the pitch. They just need that one striker.
We had creative players. Our players are getting older now. Jorginho and all these lot, Kante even, just getting older. But
they're not creative. Let's get it straight.
Yeah, they're not creative players. But that's what we're looking at now. Let's see what
creativity.
Yeah, we need that badly. We need players to put the ball in the net as well. We have to get, let's see what Aubameyang can really do, because we're not giving him enough chances. It's gonna be a long struggle now with Chelsea. You have to get used to it. We're not going to keep winning every single game, but we used to. Unless they come back, firing on all cylinders, we're going to see. But this place we still have, the team we have, the squad we have, we still should be finishing top 4. Even without any new players, we should be. And I think we will. Still, yeah. Deals, what you think
About what?
About what we've been saying? Bringing in new players, or are we? Do you think this squad is good enough to still finish top 4?
No, we need a few new players in January. I think we need like 2 or 3. Bring in 2 or 3, then I think it depends which players we buy in January to get top 4, because again, it's about scouting, right, and bringing the right players into the team. Now,
players. We have to get rid of players to get other.
Yeah, I know. Do you think we'll get top 4? Yes or no? Genuinely,
I still think we will. Yeah.
What about you, JK?
At the moment, can't say we can. But if in January,
we're 8th. We're 5 points from top from the 4th.
I think we can, but it depends how we spend in January. I wait till how we spend in January, then ask me again in January.
Me, I was saying we're going to get top 4 even if we don't get no one. We have players in this squad. Yeah, I'm saying, and you're going to see. I'm saying that without new players. I'm not.
We're in the top 4. Are we going to finish second?
Reece James.
You think without players we're getting top 4? No.
Yeah, we are.
Nah.
Potter has no. He has to get top 4, otherwise he could go.
I don't trust certain these players, bro.
Yeah, we have to give it time. Look, Potter, he hasn't even got used to these players. He doesn't know where to play them or what formation or anything. So that's why it's going to take so much time. But I think we still make top 4. We're good enough to do it. So that's what I think. Yeah, I know. I said we're going to finish. I said we were going to finish second when Tuchel was still our manager.
Nick, what do you think of the atmosphere at the moment at the Bridge? Because it seems like the fans know that we're not in a good place at the moment. Even the fans know that we're not in a good place.
It's not. Yeah, we're not, because after we perform like that against Arsenal, because the fans go down, and the more the fans go down, the players go down. The fans have to get the players up.
Are the players playing for the badge? That's the question.
Wait a minute, sir. Look, like me, we were struggling, so much. We were right near the bottom of the Premiership Division 1, 3rd from bottom, and we were going to go down. But the fans, the Chelsea fans were trying to lift the team even more. The worse we got, the louder we got. Now it's the opposite. This fan base now, they ain't got a clue. They don't know what being a fan means, I'm afraid. Not all of them.
I'm surprised that Amari Hutchinson's not got his chance yet, but
he could get a chance.
He will get his chance soon.
It's not as easy just to bring all the youngsters at once. He will get a chance, and he's another good player. Harry Well, Lewis Hall. Look at him. So we have players. That's why I keep saying we're going to finish top 4. Even if we don't get any other players, we got Reece James coming back.
Kepa's coming back.
Kepa. God, man. If if Senegal put Mendy in goal again, they're going to lose.
But then
They
let me
can't.
tell you this.
Eh?
Man
Can they?
United, you can argue that they had a good squad last season. Why didn't they not finish top 4? Because these players weren't doing it for them. Are these players doing it for us? No, they're not. And it's just reality.
Right now, yeah, because we lost a few games, yes. And
So
we
what makes them think they're gonna come back after World Cup and be better? Because
That's
we
what-
were saying it in the preseason. We said once the season starts,
Mm.
they'll be on it. Bro, we're 8th.
Yeah, we're not on it yet, but it's a long way to go. The season
Nick, when you going back to a game?
hopefully Bournemouth at home.
Are you going Bournemouth?
Yeah, I'm hoping. I ain't got a ticket yet.
Yeah, I was hoping to go there as well.
Are you going as well, JK?
I'll try.
Hopefully.
I'll try.
Yeah, I ain't
I'm
got
not going. I'm not going to be there still.
Yeah, hopefully. Let's see if I can get a ticket. But it's gonna be. We have to start from that Bournemouth game. Really, start playing. If we go lose to Bournemouth, then I won't be saying anything.
bro. I think shit's gonna get techie if we lose to Bournemouth. Four losses in a row.
I can
When have
imagine.
we seen that at Chelsea?
Bournemouth,
Never.
Imagine that.
And we got Forest. We got Forest the next game away.
Away.
And Forest are no joke team. I'm telling you, with that atmosphere. And then we've got
They
City.
play good football over there, but they're in relegation zone. So I don't know, man.
Deals. It's going to get so bad if we lose. Let me tell you something.
Forest can beat anyone at that ground.
Exactly.
100%.
Exactly. That's why, Nick. Let me tell you something. If it gets to a point where we lose our first 3 games coming from the World Cup, bro,
I don't know.
That's 6 could be 6 losses in a row.
Next 3 games.
6 losses in a row. Way.
And our fans are gonna, bro. Our fans could actually stop buying tickets. They're going to literally, bro. I'm telling you, this could be with the way our fans are. There could be a time where they're gonna stop. It could melt. I mean, a whole club meltdown. Remember what Arsenal went through, and Man United. Remember, this is only the beginning, and we're gonna have. We could actually have Chelsea fans not attending games anymore.
But I did say this, JK and Nick. I did say this when Potter became manager.
Yeah,
I did say this, that there's gonna be trenches with Potter, and we all knew that it was gonna come at some point, and now we're at this point.
Yes. Yeah. Now he's still but we can't say Potter out right now. It's too early.
That's what I'm saying.
It's only 2 months into. We have to give him the season.
100% we do.
The season's done, and let's see where we get to. I'm not going to say anything.
We can criticize him though in certain games when he makes mistakes.
I was going mad the other day. I was going mad when the other game was it against not just Arsenal, Brighton. After them 2 games, who we played?
Newcastle and Brighton. He set us up to lose still.
Yeah, and we had to win.
Arsenal.
And you got
all 3 of them games. He set us up to lose. Yeah. So I can't lie.
Yeah, we do criticize, but we can't say get him out right now.
No. That's too early, man.
We have to wait and see where we end up. And we have, if they perform like they should, we should get top 4. It's up to the players now. Let's see what they do when they come back.
You know who stepped up though properly since Varner's been injured? Chalobah.
Chalobah has always been good for us. Always been good from the first, from his debut against Palace. He's always been good. Tuchel dropped him because he made 2-3 mistakes, which anyone can do, and he dropped him. But he's come back. I'll rely on Chalobah. I can rely on, But players, the Warriors are the main players. Jorginho.
I heard that Zakaria is going to be cut loose in January.
Let's see.
That's not true.
I heard that. So I heard something about that.
Yeah.
That they're cutting.
Yeah,
they're
it doesn't
cutting
mean
Zakaria's contract in January.
I don't know.
Can I just say something?
Yeah.
So basically, with Potter, I'm gonna judge him until he gets his players. January, I wouldn't say this season until the end of this season.
Yeah,
Maybe let's give him this season and next. I
for
think
sure.
next season and
Yeah,
yeah, like I say, let's try give him like for example, if we can't get in 4 players this January, let's try give him 2. Let him try get key positions, just 2 key positions. Like I'm talking the midfield, maybe a right back, because those are like a DM. We probably need a DM and a right back. Maybe a third. We can probably get a cam. Then in January we can clear out all the dead wood, and we can get in. We can get in his men, and if we don't see progress, that's when we can sack him.
yeah. We're gonna see what happens. Bowley's brought him for long term. To rebuild this club, this team, this club. It's gonna take time. The good old times. They're not gonna happen for quite a while, I'm afraid. I can see the way we're going, because when you start all over again, new owner, new manager, new everything, it takes time, like you always did before.
So, what's your thoughts on
If-
certain people saying, obviously, you know who I'm gonna mention, but what's your thoughts on him saying that Mason Mount deserves to be more a better contract than Reece James?
No, you can't say that. Some
For
people,
me, Johnny is Johnny, and
people
we're
don't
yeah.
understand football. It's people like Johnny who support the Mason Mount, not Chelsea. If Mason Mount left, say Mason Mount left from Chelsea, who's Johnny going to support? Tell me.
That's what I'm saying. That's what people are saying.
That'd be interesting to see.
That's why I say. That's why I say in his comments.
You
I
can't.
was arguing with him in the comments, and
Yeah,
I
it
said,
doesn't make
if
sense.
Mason Mount leaves, go with him.
Yeah, it doesn't make sense, Johnny. We all know that. He's a one-man team.
Do you not have you not realized? Yeah, our
Yeah,
fan base, or some of our fan base, pick race over
Yep,
talent.
They do. I know.
there were many deals. Who picks what? Like who?
Like Kai Havertz and Mason Mount.
Well, we pick on them.
No. They get favoritism.
Yes, some
Because
fans.
of their color. That's the thing.
No,
Yeah.
it's not the.
Not all the fans.
Not all
Some.
the fans. Most fans who they understand for Chelsea, they don't. We follow the team. I will criticize any, even Thiago Silva, anyone who doesn't perform. I will criticize and say he has to be dropped, like I did. We did last season when Havertz, Mount, and who was the third one who wasn't really, really bad. Werner. Sometimes
Werner. Yeah.
we were saying it, but you can't keep saying when Mason Mount has a bad game, and Johnny Boy comes on his channel, Mason Mount's man of the match. Mason Mount gets more assists than anyone. Mason Mount makes Mason Mount look stupid the way he's talking.
Mason Mount was running. Mason Mount jumped so high. Mason Mount.
What
This
I
is my
don't see-
argument. People have
excuses.
got too many player stands.
Wait a minute. Wait, hold on. I'll just finish this point. It makes me, angry because it makes Mason Mount himself look stupid, and he does. I'm sure Mason Mount doesn't like all these, these players that do look at Twitter or the Chelsea channels, and they look and see what's going on, what they're talking about them, and it's not nice. If I was Mason Mount, I wouldn't like Johnny for a start. I wouldn't let him go mention my name, because he's ruining Mason Mount. Mason Mount's a great player. He can be even better if you just, fans would just let him get along, and do his football. And I'm sure that's what Potter's probably saying to him. Ignore these idiots on Twitter and on.
It's not only Mason Mount, but
it's not just Mason Mount. Just saying
it's with other English players.
It's not just English players. We have other players who are not English, and they're not on form.
Yeah, but it happens to English players mostly.
Yeah, so I understand what you're saying, dude. Some fans, they ain't got no clue. They're not even fans for me.
Word.
I get annoyed, honestly. I get annoyed because we shouldn't be talking about our players like, sometimes we do. Because we got people like Johnny saying, but no.
What's your thoughts on Levi Colwell? Because
he'd be good. He'd be coming back.
Well, this is the thing, yeah. If we get another centre back, right? Depending on what's going on with Thiago Silva's contract as well, yeah. Levi Colwell was going to be like, oh, you just bought another defender. So, and that's one of the reasons why he went on loan in the summer, because of Fofana.
Yeah, but let's see what happens with that. But, I'm sure Paula's looking at him. They know he's a good player. I think he will come back.
That's me as well. I think he will come back still.
Yeah, I don't think, we can rush and go crazy and get other players when we have players like him on loan.
Yeah, and I think he's a future for England as well.
Yeah, he's a good player. Good. Like Reece James is, he can become like Reece James.
Yeah, he can. He can.
He's another player like that. And he's still young. So it's the right thing for him to have this loan, get more experience. But I'm sure next season he'll be back.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure, Deals. So we mustn't get carried away. This ain't, it looks so bad, but it's not so bad.
Did you hear what Frank Lampard said?
No.
He said he wished he bought Declan Rice and Jude Bellingham at Chelsea when he was in charge.
Oh, he talks a lot of rubbish. Yeah, I heard something else he said, which was really funny. I forgot what, he said something really, he came out with some comment. Not this one, what you said. It's something else. And everyone was laughing at him.
Do you know who I miss at Chelsea? Marina.
Yeah. Marina was good for Chelsea at the time. Don't get it wrong. She done really well with Roman. That's why we won all those trophies. So,
100%.
She
deserved that award. Award.
Yeah, of course she did. She was. She knew, her job. Her job wasn't to find players, although she knew, how much to go and pay them.
Do you think that's another reason why Tuchel got upset?
Well, no, I'm not sure. I think Tuchel fell out with Marina, fell out with the Czech.
You reckon?
Yes.
I don't think so. I think he had a good relationship with them. Because he said in interviews that he had good relationship with them, didn't he?
He was the manager, but in the end, Petr Cech wanted Lukaku to stay, and that's why.
No, with Czech, with Czech is different.
No,
but I know he had a good relationship with Marina.
Marina and Petr Cech, they didn't want Lukaku to go, and they didn't like Tuchel's treatment of Lukaku. That's why they left. Nothing to do with Bowley or anything. That's why they left. You can ask anyone. I know this from ex-players. That's why they left, because they didn't like the treatment, and I agree with them, because Lukaku wasn't treated good. All right, we made that interview, but Tuchel didn't treat him nowhere near as any other player. He froze him out completely, bringing him on outside, dropping him. The players were even, what happened. They weren't even passing to him. So, it was wrong.
I think another thing as well, yeah. Everyone's thinking that we're going to get a player just like Eden Hazard. Like, we're going to get that one individual can do something out of nothing.
We might, yeah.
I don't want one individual player. I want a 11-man team that can play together, fam.
Yeah, exactly. I want a team, maybe players that can have Eden Hazard's identity, but I want
he's a 3-man skeng man. Skeng 3-man skeng man. You know what I'm talking about? Wicked and bad. Yeah.
Yeah, but
JK,
dudes, we need to realize that we do need to realize that when they play as a team, that some of these players need to be free on the pitch as well.
Yeah.
You feel me? Like Arsenal, they have Martinelli that can dribble, and
Word.
And Albion, like, do you get what I'm saying? So it's a combination of teamwork and freedom to
Yeah.
express themselves as well and to play as a team. That's what can win. That's what wins the league. Do you get what I'm saying?
Without a team effort, no, you can't win the league.
Exactly.
No one man wins the league.
And how do we know, if we bring in like Nkuku, we bring in Liao, say for instance, we bring in Liao, Nkuku, how do we know if they're going to work with Sterling? Like,
That's the thing.
And that's another thing as well.
We can't have individual. We can't be buying. It's just we need team working. I mean, let's bring in players that want to be part of a project. I mean, like a project to win the league or something like, or to become title challengers for the. You feel me? Like we need to have that. Then we can bring in these big name stars that can have this atmosphere that they can play. If you think Liao and Nkuku come here and play in this atmosphere currently at Chelsea, you think they will have the motivation to be playing? They will end up just like the Mason
Depends
Mounts
if we
and
sort
Raheem
our midfield
Sterling.
out. I
Exactly.
think the main situation is the midfield.
And
Again,
the midfield.
our midfield's
Yeah.
been isolated. It's been isolated. Yeah.
Yeah.
I see
We
two
need
men
DMs.
in the midfield. Ruben lost his cheek. Are we being serious? Are we being serious? And Potter, that's another thing on Potter. Potter has internalized Ruben lost his cheek into this sort of midfielder that we all don't know. We all know that this guy needs to go. He needs to go. Time to go, Robbie. You know what I'm saying? Time to go.
Yeah, he hasn't lived up to his potential. You're right there. We tried. I mean, like giving him more chances, but I don't think he's at Chelsea level. We're not going to win the league, like you said, with Ruben or Jorginho or Kovacic. Really, we need people like Kante. Kante is the only one we have, I'm afraid, left.
Facts. But Kante's always in the medical room. And this is another thing as well, Nick, yeah?
Yeah.
Would you pay the player a new contract if he's gonna be in a medical room? Hell fucking no. Yeah? That's another thing as well. This is why I don't want Kante to stay. We need a rebuild in that midfield area. Yeah, I'm saying get rid of all the midfielders we have, and bring in a new midfield. JK, are you on that?
Yeah, I agree.
You can't just get rid of everyone. You need to,
I'm ruthless, bro. I don't give a toss, bro. I'm ruthless, man.
It's gonna be one player at a time. Look, I think it'll be Jorginho before Kante. Kante will come back.
No, I think they're both going in the summer. There's a reason.
I don't know. Maybe
there's a reason why, because we heard, that we're going for the midfielders in the summer, 2 midfielders, right? Like, there's a reason why. Why did we hear that we was gonna go? We're trying to get Jude Bellingham and Rice. Why did we hear that?
We're not gonna get Jude
all of a sudden we're
Bellingham
getting 2 midfielders. That tells me that Jorginho and Kante will be leaving. Either one of them will be leaving in January.
Those two players will be worth 200 million. Both of them would be worth 200 million.
JK, let me speak, and then I'll let you speak. Yeah. So with Jorginho and Kante, one of them will be leaving either in January, or both of them will leave in the summer because their contract end in the summer. Yeah,
I don't think it'll be January deals. If they're going to leave it, be in the summer.
Yeah, be in the summer, 100%.
Get players in January who so we can replace them.
Yeah,
that's the problem. But in the summer, we're going to see a lot of changes happening.
What's your thoughts on that, Nick? The Jude Bellingham and Rice links.
I don't know. I said about Declan Rice myself. I don't think he's at Chelsea level.
I think he's coming to Chelsea, though, whether we like it or not.
I want him to come with Chelsea.
Nah, he's not coming.
You don't think he's coming?
Nah, he's not coming.
Listen. Listen. Whether we like it or not, I think he's coming to Chelsea because here's my word on this. Yeah, he says that he wants Chelsea, no other club than Chelsea, right? He's a Chelsea supporter, born bred in Chelsea.
Want him?
Yeah, but that's another thing as well, and this is why I think he's come to Chelsea because there's a lot of reasons why. Yeah, whether we like it or not, I've given up the fact that he's coming, innit? You get me, fam? So he's coming, bro.
Anyway, forget Declan Rice. We don't know if Paul wants
Well,
to.
can I just say my take on Jude Bellingham and Declan Rice?
Yeah,
I don't think we get both of them. No, I think one of them comes.
we said we don't want to make an all-English team. Now you want Bellingham and you want Rice. You're going to have the whole England team at Chelsea.
I don't want them.
That's the league, I'm telling you.
I
So-
didn't want them. I don't know when I said that.
We were talking about this before.
Hell no, I don't want that. I'm just saying. I'm just saying about the links, innit? I'm just
I
saying
want
about the links.
Casado. I want Alvarez. I want
It's a bit funny how we linked the two midfielders and we got Kante and
We
Jorginho.
got the better
But I
midfielders
think
out
I
there.
think these men are going, bro. Jorginho and Kante are going in the summer, man.
bro.
Okay.
I want Casado. But I want Casado,
riddance.
Alvarez, Arsenal.
Wait a minute, sir. There's no,
I don't
there's
rate Alvarez.
good-
Alvarez is garbage, man. I don't rate the kid.
better
It's
midfielders.
not that bad, man.
He's overrated, like I keep saying. He only
Who's overrated?
Yeah, because he's overrated.
Who?
Declan Rice. He's
You said Bellingham's overrated.
I haven't seen enough of Bellingham.
Bellingham is class, bro. I rate him.
Yeah, but I
He does it in
haven't-
the Champions League as well.
Everyone, we said about that with Mason Mount, class, and look where he is now.
Exactly.
You have to be careful. Bellingham, I haven't seen enough. Let me see what he does with this England team, how far they're going to go. Let's see what he does. But Declan Rice is overrated like a lot of other English players in this league. And we ain't going to win league titles with buying overrated players. That's my opinion. There's other great midfielders out there than Declan Rice. Yeah. And I don't think, let's see, if it goes that way, it was going to get worse for Chelsea. Yeah. Final thoughts, chaps, and we have to end it now.
I just want to say something.
Final thoughts, please.
About the midfield. I do think Alvarez isn't that bad. Let me tell you why. Because he does control that midfield. I'm telling you this. People say he passes this way, he passes that way, and people say the way Jorginho, but Jorginho does not defend.
He can't.
Alvarez, exactly. Watch that Mexico game and watch Ajax. They solidifies that midfield. I'm telling you.
There's others. There's so many better midfielders than Declan Rice.
Casado as well. He can pick a pass.
Ruben Neves. All right.
I take Casado, but I ain't taking Alvarez. Alvarez is I don't think he's better than
Alvarez
Rice.
is
No
good.
way.
Alvarez, if you watch him play,
you see with Rice, he sprays them passes. Yeah.
Oh.
I need a
Alvarez does that
serious
as well.
builder that can spray passes like him.
Alvarez does that as well, deals.
He's good for West Ham. He's not a Chelsea level.
You don't think so?
No, I don't.
And I'm upset. Do you know what? I'm very upset that we missed out on Paqueta.
Who?
Paqueta. That Cam West Ham bought.
Oh, yeah.
From Lyon. Oh, God, what a player this guy is. Did you see him play?
Yeah, I saw him, yeah.
He's much better than Mount.
Yeah, I know.
This guy, oh, God.
We are, these players are overrated, I'm afraid. It's too much hype, and then they're not that good. Let's hope Mason Mount does prove us wrong, but I can't see it the way he's going. Even if he plays great for England, doesn't mean he's going to come back and play great for Chelsea. Let's see.
When you do another stream?
Soon. Probably. Let's see what happens with the World Cup.
Oh, you should do it next Friday.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's the next Friday?
Or when's the next when's the next round?
Oh yeah, go through. Yeah, probably next week again when we find out who's going through. Yeah.
So
we can talk about the last 16. That'd be good, interesting. Plus any other Chelsea news we have. Yeah, probably next Friday. It's funny doing streams like now. There's not many people in the comments because it's not Chelsea related only. Because
you spoke to Starve.
Huh? Yeah. I text him. Yeah.
How's he doing?
He's all right. He's all right, but he's a bit late for him. He's Cyprus. Don't forget they're 2 hours in front, so it's a bit late. I don't think he come on.
You know that idiot's back on doing streams, isn't it?
Yeah.
Blue Stand. Nick.
Yeah.
You know that idiot. Fucking. What's his name? Blue Lounge.
Oh God. That's the way.
Oh,
Let's don't. Don't talk about anything big. Let's talk in the backstage. Let me close the channel. So if I say backstage, we have a chat. Okay.
Stay backstage, dudes. We'll have a chat as well.
Yeah. Let me end it first. So you mustn't. So we don't do the same stupid thing I did. Which I did with Stav, and me and Stav were getting mad on live. I went and saw it again, and it's really silly. We can't do that, really. Stuff's all right,
Sorry, Nick. Sorry.
Yeah, so let me end this. We talk at the back. Yes, folks, thanks for whoever came on. I know it's Chelsea are not playing, so it's been a bit different sort of stream, but still we've been on there 2 hours, thanks to our panelists, Certified and Deals mostly, and OG Chelsea, he came on, and Hassan, who came briefly. Thanks to them, he kept the channel going. Thanks a lot. And to whoever watched us, we'll be back hopefully probably next Friday for another stream, about the World Cup and any Chelsea news we have. So thanks a lot, and good night, and bless all of you. God bless you.